Well, good evening, everyone. It is a busy day for both Carla and I on the channel today because there's just so much stuff going on. But as Carla alluded to in her last video with regards to disability payments here in Alberta, uh, I was going to do just a real quick, not necessarily a short, I think it's going to be a little bit longer than 3 minutes long, but just talking about Mark Carney's visit to Washington today. Now, then, to say that the country was on pins and needles throughout the entire thing is putting it politely. I think Canadians, myself included, were very nervous about how the meeting was going to go. How was Mark Carney going to deal with Donald Trump and the fact that, Donald Trump is one of these types that likes to keep people off balance and stuff like that. As a for example, I mean, Donald Trump is well known for the fact that, especially during his first term, where he'd be shaking hands with another world leader and then he'd yank on the handshake and pull the other guy off balance. So, as I recall, during his first term, because word had gotten out about how he was, that Justin Trudeau was the first one to not be caught off guard with that, and that through Donald Trump off balance. So I thought that was fun at the time. But anyway, yes, the whole country was on pins and needles. I was on Mark Carney's Facebook page, Facebook feed, and there were people leaving comments, don't go. It's not safe for you to be down there. I'll be honest, I must admit, I had similar thoughts running through my head, but Mark Carney was not going into this alone. I mean, he'd brought an entire team with him in the same way that, Donald Trump had his team with him. So nothing untoward was going to happen beyond, maybe except for what Trump did to President Zelensky, which we all watched in horror back in March. But no, Donald Trump apparently seems to have at least a certain modicum of respect for Mark Carney, and I will take that as a win. So that's point number one. I'll take that as a win. I mean, the meeting, at least the public part of the meeting, the one where there was all the cameras and all the reporters and all the questions and such. I mean, you just knew the main question on everybody's mind was 51st state talk. 51st state talk. Although I have to admit, there was really a very funny, I thought it was funny, moment when Trump was making mention of the fact that, that the Liberals were way behind the Conservatives before the campaign started, and then Trump was inaugurated and, of course, started talking about tariffs and started talking about 51st state. And suddenly we saw the graphs go whoop, and suddenly the Liberals out in front. And of course, as we know, the Liberals won the federal election. But Trump, as he usually does, inserted himself into the conversation and happened to say that, that he was probably the best thing that happened to that election. And I'll be honest, okay, just give me a sec here because I just thought this was quite funny. The look, I mean, that is such a meme face. And yeah, I mean, it's already being memed. That look on Carney's face is already being memed. Abso-frickin-lutely. But anyway. And then, as I alluded to earlier, I mean, yes, talk of the 51st state. Trump, of course, was asked, and he said, oh, yeah, we still want to see Canada as the 51st state. And Carney, he was the adult in the room. I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, he shot that right down, but he was not rude about it. He did not interrupt Trump. He was very Canadian. He behaved very Canadian, which is what I think we all expect. He spoke when he was given the opportunity, which honestly wasn't much because Trump did a lot of talking. But when he did talk, I mean, he had an awful lot of good things to say. So we go with that. Okay, just give me a sec.
From real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
That's true.
We're sitting in one right now, Buckingham Palace that you visited as well.
That's true.
And having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months, it's not for sale, won't be for sale ever. But the opportunity is in the partnership and what we can build together.
So many thanks to Rachel Gilmore for that clip. She's the one that put the little captions up top and stuff like that. If you are not subscribed to Rachel Gilmore, absolutely go subscribe to Rachel Gilmore. She is freaking amazing. She does great work, and she breaks everything down into nice digestible chunks. Anyway, so thanks to her for that. Yeah, so I mean, Carney was the adult in the room. I loved the part of the conversation where the talk turned to security, i.e. military. And I mean, we know, Canada knows they are not upkeeping their end of the bargain when it comes to that 2% spending on defense spending. I mean, Canada knows that by now. Carney definitely knows that by now. And so they were talking about it, and Carney just said, yeah, look, we know, and we are making plans to meet that 2%, if not more. And he then proceeded to, flatter Donald Trump by saying that his leadership was transformational. I mean, the best thing about saying the fact that it was transformational is that could be taken any number of ways. Trump choose to take it as a positive, and by all means, let him take it as a positive. I think most Canadians are going to take it exactly the opposite, but that's really beside the point. Anyway, so then the question then becomes, what did Mark Carney accomplish today? I mean, there's always going to be those types, well, Mark Carney didn't do anything. Well, that was never the expectation. He himself said, you're not going to be seeing white smoke today. And for anyone that doesn't understand that reference, when a pope dies and all the cardinals and the bishops and whatnot get together at Vatican and elect a new pope, at the end of every day, if they have not chosen a new pope yet, blue smoke comes up the chimney at the Vatican. But if a new pope has been chosen, then white smoke comes up the chimney. And so that's what Mark Carney was referring to. Do not expect to see white smoke after today. So everybody went in without any expectations about how this was going to go. And it went well. Did it solve anything? No. But, and this is going to sound a little weird, but as a proud BNI member myself, which is a business networking organization, it's all about building the relationships first. And so Carney had to get Trump comfortable with him in person, face to face. He had to. There was no choice. So he has to build that relationship first, and then go from there. And that's exactly what he did, in my opinion. So no white smoke, but a good first meeting. Nothing bad happened. And for that, I'm grateful. So, yeah, so we just go from there. Anyways, that's about it for me. And I will call this about good. So good night, everyone.